Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday. Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. You're looking fantastic.
Why? Thank
you look
you.
well rested, by the way.
I slept very well.
I
last
know
night.
she was out for the count. We're married. This is my wife over here, and at one point I thought you were like trimming the weeds in the yard or something. It sounded like a lawnmower going. I was, what in the world? So I think you really needed to get some rest.
I did.
And I'm glad that
I
you got
did.
that. So I do that every night, by the way. So it's not, I'm not saying anything bad. Like, I'm kind of proud. It's going to record you on video and check it
you're
out.
so lucky you didn't.
I know. Hey, I got a quote from Mark Twain. He says, I love Mark Twain, by the way. He says, keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you, too, can become great. I love that. Mm-hmm. As I was just picking on you for snoring. Well,
See?
Gotta go climb back in a hole somewhere. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
There are monthly subscriptions for razors and coffee and many other things, but this is the best monthly subscription ever. Ladies, listen up. Odiva has a monthly subscription for your monthly visitor. You know it's going to happen every month, and how many times have you been caught off guard? Odiva will send you a box discreetly each month with the products you want, with plans starting at less than $4 a month. Get a special offer right now at radiosavings.com, helping women prepare for their monthly visitor for less. Try it now at radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Tuesday, March the 6th. Today is National Dress Day. That's why I'm wearing this dress.
Yeah, and you look lovely.
Thank you. I'm just kidding. I'm not really wearing a dress. Not that there's anything wrong with that. National Dentist's Day today. I need to go see a dentist. Mm-hmm. Today would maybe be a good day. National Frozen Food Day. National Oreo Cookie Day. And National White Chocolate Cheesecake Day. So many things today sound delicious. And I think it's funny that National Oreo Cookie Day is on National Dentist Day. Because I remember when I was a kid, I went to the dentist and I ate some Oreos right before I went there. And I had like all the Oreos. So it's not a good idea to do that. Dentist almost had a heart attack. A lot of cavities in here. No, that's just Oreos. Sorry. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Sadly, more than 350 million people suffer from depression. Scientifically, your actual brain chemistry levels are affected. Now a breakthrough, safe and natural, non-prescription coffee product has been shown to help. It elevates levels of dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins in the brain, which makes you happier. Just by drinking this special cup of coffee, many reported elevated mood, feeling more connected, having greater energy, clarity, and focus. Try it for yourself at firstcupisfree.com. Get a free sample at firstcupisfree.com.
John and Heidi.
Coming up, we've got your brain on drugs, but listen to this. A New Jersey man got a little tipsy, and he was drunk while he was visiting West Virginia, and he ordered an Uber. It was a $1,635
I saw this.
ride back home. He said Kenny Bachman is the guy's name, thought he was taking an Uber to where he was staying, but he had given them the address of his house.
Yes,
West Virginia University is where he was staying. He woke up 2 hours later, 300 miles from where he was. Anyway, he didn't know what was happening or who the driver was. The trip was made more expensive because for whatever reason, he ordered the Uber XL, which is more expensive, and he had to pay for the tolls.
Oh my God.
Altogether, it was $1,635. He gave the driver 5 stars, by the way. He did try to...
Of course. It was the driver went way above and beyond.
He tried to
awesome.
fight the charges, but Uber said, why would you not have to pay that?
Right.
I mean, because you were
took
drunk?
a ride, yeah.
Sorry, that's not how it works. Anyway, I got the whole story on our Facebook page, facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. Got your brain on drugs coming up.
John and Heidi.
Each day at this time, we talk about people doing dumb things under the influence, but addiction is no laughing matter. If you or someone you know needs help, there's a toll-free number you can call.
1-800-438-0380.
That's the Addiction Hope and Helpline.
1-800-438-0380.
This is Your Brain on Drugs. Stephanie Rock, age 30, Florida woman, fresh from rehab, got drunk and then stopped her car in the middle lane of a busy street. The police found an open 12-pack of beer next to a child in the back seat.
Oh, my gosh.
3 of the beers were missing. A Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputy pulled Rock over after she made a complete stop with her SUV in the center of a lane.
Oh, my gosh.
Deputies say that her driver's license was suspended. Noticed that she had a, quote, strong, let me try that again, a strong smell of alcohol. Told the deputy that she, quote, just got out of rehab today for my drinking problems.
Oh, my gosh.
She was arrested, had a roadside sobriety test. She did not do well. Anyway, got a DUI and child neglect. So she was in rehab. Apparently, she did not pass. That's a bad thing. And I want to make sure people understand, when we read these stories, we're not making fun of the people. We're making fun of the addiction and the problem, because and we're not even really making fun of that.
That doesn't make things better.
I want to make sure I say that the right way. We're not making fun of the addiction either. We're just pointing. I sound like a real jerk right now, Mr. Bully over here. No, I'm not trying to be a bully. We're making light of it, because if people can be helped by this, and they have been, so many people have been, because they're going, man, I've done dumb things. I've never done anything that dumb, but maybe I should really consider.
Never, ever drink and drive.
Don't.
Ever.
Never. Not with a kid in the car, especially but never,
if
ever,
you're
ever.
endangering a child. But even if you're drinking and driving alone, you're always
it's a bad
taking
idea.
the possibility of
Exactly.
endangering a child, because you could
Other
run somebody
cars.
over or hit another car.
Just
So
a
just
bad
don't
thing.
do it.
Yeah. This is your brain on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen. I have got to see if this already happened or if it's coming up. I think it's probably already done. It says the red jacket that James Dean wore in Rebel Without a Cause is going up for auction in Florida. It says
Oh, cool.
It says this weekend, but I think I got this like Friday.
Probably.
So I'll bet it was last weekend. See, I don't have room to fit everything in, so then I'm reading stuff that's already done. Anyway, bidding was expected to reach $600,000. I have to look and see. I don't know why it matters to me. Not like I could afford it. Even if bidding was $6.
Darn, I missed it.
Dang it, I didn't get to buy it. Hey, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is coming to a small screen near you. It's the Fresh Princess of Bel-Air. It's the
good
reboot.
Lord.
Because, that's the world we live in today. No new ideas, just a whole lot of old ideas. They just keep rehashing the same things over and over and over. Speaking of that, PETA has urged celebrities like Barbara Streisand to stop cloning their dogs.
I saw that. That is
I didn't know
really
that was happening.
insane. That's nuts.
Who's cloning dogs?
Barbara Streisand.
Really? I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know you could do that. But
And it was a ridiculous amount. It was like $50,000 to have this done. Just
Here's
get
the
another
thing.
freaking dog.
Yeah, and it's going to be a different dog anyway. You understand that, right?
Oh, she's insane.
I just don't get it. So, yeah, that. And then one last thing from the Hollyweird. Hollywood publicists have been secretly telling actresses to avoid reporters at the Oscars, which was also over the weekend. So, if there weren't a lot of
I didn't even
reports-
know the Oscars were over the weekend.
I didn't either, other than I saw on Facebook that they we just steer clear of that
I just don't
stuff.
pay any attention to that sort of thing.
Yeah. This has been Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
John and Heidi.
You can go to college without student loans. Do you have a kid in 11th or 12th grade or in college? Let me save you time, energy, and most importantly, your hard-earned money. My name is Matthew Einstein, and I earned my undergraduate degree from the University of Texas and my master's from Prescott College with no loans. And I was an all-around average student. Not only am I a living example, but I have 10 years of proven results, not guesswork. Take my first course for free that walks you through my journey by going to learnwithoutloans.com.
Now your scoop of the day, courtesy of FirstCupIsFree.com. A survey by Hello Products found that 6 in 10 Americans are afraid to visit the dentist. Good story for today, National Dentist Day. Here's why they're afraid. Because of what they think is wrong, what they might find out. So they're afraid to go. 6 out of 10, 60%, Heidi.
I'm afraid of the dentist.
What
I'm
are
one
you,
of those.
What are you afraid of? The drill?
I don't know. I've just never. It's always been something I've always dreaded.
I gotta go to the dentist.
I used to go every year when I was a kid, and then now that I've been old enough to take care of myself, I don't go.
So your mom did a better job taking care of you
For
than
sure.
you take care of you.
Yes, without a doubt.
So again, 6 in 10 Americans afraid to visit the dentist because of what they might find out. The survey also found that 5 in 10 Americans are afraid to visit the doctor for the same reason.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm one of those as well.
I made her go to the doctor last week, and it wasn't bad news. It wasn't terrible news.
Well, we haven't gotten the test results back yet.
You went in there thinking you were going to die that day, and you found out that, hey, I'm going to live at least through the weekend. So,
Yeah. Well, they didn't. Yeah. Okay.
no guarantees. No, she was just saying that, we're going to check on some things that a little concerning, but at least you didn't walk out of there with like a, hey, get your final affairs in order. So that's happened before too, where you go, hey, you
They
got all these
haven't
major
done all
problems.
of my paperwork yet, honey.
We'll see. Study by the University of Missouri found that 3 in 10 people select vacation spots based on how they think they'll look in the photos online. Really?
I've never once thought
Me
about
neither.
that.
Maybe you guys should take a vacation and take a vacation from online. But they're saying they choose locations that will look good on social media.
Oh, I've never.
Yeah,
I've never cared
it's
about
never-
that.
Yeah, me neither. I just did a video for Facebook just the other day. I was looking at how ridiculous I look doing videos on Facebook, and you can tell that I don't care how I look on Facebook. So, I mean, I look like a knucklehead all the time. I just, if you're not going to like me because I look like a knucklehead, well, you're not going to like me. And I'm certainly not going to choose a vacation spot based on what a beautiful backdrop this would be for my social media
so
posts.
Stupid. That's a problem.
Yeah, not a good thing. LAPD is looking for a couple of dudes who used a dump truck to steal an ATM from Chase Bank. Bank is offering a reward for their catch and capture. That is crazy. They stole a dump truck so they could steal an ATM.
Well,
It's a lot of stealing right
thinking
there.
outside the box.
I guess it is. Dunkin' Donuts is selling coffees that are flavored like Girl Scout cookies. They include Thin Mints, coconut caramel, and peanut butter cookie. Those are the ones you can get at Dunkin'. Now, I've seen like creamers that are flavored like that.
Yeah.
We had some.
A long time ago, yeah, we had the Thin Mint.
And you got the kind that I like, the caramel, coconut caramel one, and I think I drank enough coffee to have that gone in one day. And I said, yeah, let's not get any more of that.
You better not get that
Stuff
again.
is like crack. No more. No more. Iowa was named the best state to live in by the annual Best State Survey, headquartered in Des Moines, Iowa. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea where its headquarters are, but boy, how much would it stink if it wasn't from there? And a Gallup poll found that 48% of Americans would support the government giving them a basic income to pay expenses. So 48% of Americans said, yeah, if you're going to just give me money that cover all my expenses, I'll take that. 48%. That is just crazy. I don't think I want the government to give me a paycheck just for my basic expenses. That's what a job is for, right? Heidi's going to be quiet, and I'm going to move on.
I have nothing nice to say, so I'm not going to say anything
I'm
at
so
all.
proud of you, by the way, for knowing. I should have avoided that altogether. And a Chinese president has officially done away with term limits, so now the president of China can be president forever.
That's scary.
As president, he said, I don't really want to quit being president, so let's do away with these term limits. And he voted yes, and now he's president for however long he wants to be president. Again, that's in China. And Mark Zuckerberg, he's the guy in charge at Facebook. He sold about $500 million worth of Facebook stock last week. What does he know that we don't know? I don't have any stock in that company, but if I saw the guy in charge, ditching
selling,
a bunch
that's
of
when
stock,
you sell.
I don't know. I'm going to have to ask next time we talk to Jordan Goodman. Is that a sign that maybe I should be? All right, that's going to do it for your scoop of the day, courtesy of firstcupisfree.com.
John and Heidi.
Radio really works. That's a pretty bold statement, but it's true. If you advertise on the radio the right way, you'll see results. I've said for years, advertising costs money, but effective advertising makes money. The only difference between spending money and making money is that one word, effective. Let us help you make your advertising more effective. Learn more at RadioReallyWorks.com. We do radio jingles and creative ads to help you get better results with the money you're already spending. Hear examples at RadioReallyWorks.com. That's RadioReallyWorks.com. And it's time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone, we call my father-in-law for a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
How you doing, Charlie?
Boy, does the time fly. It's already Tuesday.
It is. Time flies very fast because we're having fun. They say time flies when you're having fun,
Seems like it was just Friday, and now it's Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. Time, it just ticks right by. We skipped the whole darn weekend. Well, it's because you were passed out all weekend, but...
There you go.
What are we going to learn about this week, Charlie?
Let's see here. Okay, did you know that a man is more likely to get a woman's phone number if he is accompanied by a dog?
No kidding.
I could see that.
What if it's a snarling, angry dog?
Well, that probably won't work. But if it's a nice, happy puppy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that because dogs are a very good judge of character. So
Yeah.
if a dog wouldn't be with some shady jerk.
We're going to have to make sure our son likes to go on walks. We're going to tell him from now on, take
Yes,
the
so
dogs.
take the dogs.
Yeah. It's going to help you out. They can be your wingman.
I would take your dog.
So you are a bad judge of character.
Hey, then there's a man named Robert Samuel, who is a professional stander.
He'll stand for you?
He'll stand in line and take care of like your DMV and all that stuff.
Really?
I've heard of people that do that. I think that's a great service.
I could not do that.
Well, they get like $1,000 a week.
No kidding.
I could definitely do that. I don't mind standing in lines.
I'm not a fan.
I'd have to take my coffee can with me. And
Yeah.
what are you doing over there? Nothing.
Pretty sure that everybody else in the line wouldn't like that much.
Then did you know that only Asian people have black hair?
Really? I'm pretty sure I've seen other people with black hair.
It says every other supposedly black hair colors are actually dark brown.
Really? Dark brown, not black. I didn't know this.
Well, see, that's why you listen to me.
That's right. We're learning.
Hey, then there's an isolated tribe in Zimbabwe
Okay.
where the people only have 2 toes.
2 toes?
All of the people only have 2 toes?
Yep.
Are they really big toes?
Well, they're dubbed the ostrich people, so I don't know what that means.
Oh, weird.
So 2 toes on each foot, so a total of 4 toes?
That's it.
Wow.
Never heard of such a thing.
Me either.
Once again, that's why you listen to me.
Yeah. Don't know if any of this stuff is true, but it's
But
fascinating.
we're certainly learning some interesting things.
If I tell you it's
Okay. We've not been able to prove it wrong yet.
stealing the facts here.
Not that we've cared to double check any of it. So.
Well, here's the last thing you can check on.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Llamas, you know what them are?
Yeah.
I love llamas.
They're born with an extra pair of fighting teeth
Really?
that they use to fight off other llamas' testicles, making them the only fertile male in the group.
Really? I did not know this.
I didn't know this either.
I should get some fighting teeth, go around and bite people.
Let's not. You wonder why nobody calls you now. What happened? I was lining up a putt, and out of nowhere, Charlie Nelson jumped out of the bushes and bit me. Should have never got those dentures. You ready for something, Charlie?
I probably know the answer. Let me give it to me.
We always talk about the speed of light, and how fast something goes at the speed of light. Light doesn't always travel at the same speed. What is the slowest ever recorded speed at which light was traveling?
Well, how would anybody know
I just think it's fascinating.
Okay.
How many miles per hour? So it's just a number. And I'll tell you if you're high or low. How many miles per hour do you think the slowest light has ever been recorded moving?
2 miles an hour.
It was more than that.
38.
38 miles per hour. So
Okay.
it's a lot slower than the speed of light.
I don't know how anybody would know that.
I don't know.
What is the speed of light, John? Do you know what the regular speed of light is?
39 miles an hour. Okay. It's probably more than that. It is the speed of light.
My 2 mile an hour is not too far off there.
Yeah. Yeah, relative terms. Both of us are wrong.
Oh, gosh.
Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure to chat with you. I look forward to doing this again next week.
I might not do it next week.
Oh, you'll do it. You'll forget all about this by then.
I already forgot about it.
All right. Thanks, Charlie.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
John and Heidi.
In a world that constantly tells you you're not good enough,
12 easy ways to lose weight now.
it's easy to start believing that. I'm Amanda Johnson. I have a new perspective on the self-help genre. My book, Becoming Enough, A Heroine's Journey to the Already Perfect Self, will guide you to find your own happiness. Learn to block out the distractions of what the world thinks and learn to be happy with who you truly are. Becoming Enough, available now on Amazon, or learn more at amandajohnson.tv.
John
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
It cost the U.S. Mint almost twice as much to mint each penny and nickel as the coins are actually worth. So it costs about 2 cents to mint a penny and about 10 cents to mint a nickel. Yeah. We lost over $100 million in just 1 year through coins being made.
That's absolutely ridiculous. That's when you need to phase those
maybe
things
we don't do that
out.
anymore. Just round up to the 10 cents.
It's ridiculous.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Casu marzu is a sardine cheese that contains live maggots. Ugh.
Oh, gross.
They can jump up to 5 inches out of your cheese while you're eating it.
Absolutely disgusting.
So it's good to shield it with your hand to stop your food from jumping into your eyes.
Gosh.
This is a real thing. That is a crazy thing.
Who would eat this?
I don't know, but apparently enough people for it to exist and to have a name.
Oh.
And the final thing, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The loneliest creature on Earth is a whale who has been calling out for a mate for over 2 decades, but whose high-pitched voice is so different than other whales that they'll never respond.
Oh,
so there's one high-pitched whale out there.
Sad.
Hey! Hey! And everybody's
that
like,
makes me
no,
so sad.
Swiping left with my fen. I don't know if I said that right. I'm not onto that whole thing. There you go. Couple of fun facts, courtesy of LearnWithoutLoans.com.
John and Heidi.
Sadly, more than 350 million people suffer from depression. Scientifically, your actual brain chemistry levels are affected. Now, a breakthrough, safe and natural, non-prescription coffee product has been shown to help. It elevates levels of dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins in the brain, which makes you happier. Just by drinking this special cup of coffee, many reported elevated mood, feeling more connected, having greater energy, clarity, and focus. Try it for yourself at firstcupisfree.com. Get a free sample at firstcupisfree.com.
John and Heidi.
It is time now for the grandiloquent word of the day. On a rating of 1 to 10, how much do you like doing the grandiloquent word? Is this like your favorite thing or your least favorite thing? Where does this land?
I would not say it's my favorite thing. I do like it when you can't say the words.
Well,
that kind of
every
makes
day.
me smile.
I know. That's why I thought maybe you'd like... You didn't give me a number. 1 to 10. What would you say?
Well, probably...
It is?
I don't know. 1.
Really? So you dislike it that much?
This is not my favorite thing out of the whole show. Like, if I had to... Like, are you saying out of all of our breaks?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, this is not one of my favorites.
For those of you listening at the Grandiloquent World Headquarters, her name is Heidi.
I tried to sidestep
you
that
just wait and
question,
see.
and you pushed.
Grandiloquent word of the day for today is aligerous. Aligerous. It's ALIGEROUS or ALIFEROUS, depending on how you want to spell it. Apparently, you can spell it 2 ways.
Wouldn't that be aliferous?
It's bearing wings or winged. So if you have wings, you are aligerous. Aligerous. This is Heidi's least favorite grandiloquent word of the day, which we probably won't keep doing because if we're going to get a letter real soon. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
You can go to college without student loans. Do you have a kid in 11th or 12th grade or in college? Let me save you time, energy, and most importantly, your hard-earned money. My name is Matthew Einstein, and I earned my undergraduate degree from the University of Texas and my master's from Prescott College with no loans. And I was an all-around average student. Not only am I a living example, but I have 10 years of proven results, not guesswork. Take my first course for free that walks you through my journey by going to LearnWithoutLoans.com.
Time now for Weird News, brought to you by FirstCupIsFree.com. Do I dare ask you how much you like this?
I do like the weird news.
Scale of 1 to 10, is it I'll just move on. Dave Neese is a 61-year-old actor from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. So 61, old enough to know better.
Sure.
Here's what happened. He was apparently speeding because he was in a community theater production of a thing called Noises Off, and police tried to take him into custody because he was arrested for something. Anyway, he said, I can't. The show must go on. He said, I'll turn myself in after the show. And they said, no, you won't. So he took off and led the cops on a high-speed chase throughout Sheboygan, Wisconsin, which is just fun to say, until finally some road spikes punctured his wheels and he had to stop. He's a dedicated actor, but he was arrested on several charges. By the way, he did miss the play.
Wow.
And the show must go on without him. And I wonder who played his part.
Probably
somebody who was so excited to like, yes, that tip that I called into the Sheboygan police finally paid off. 61-year-old man. Went to jail.
Aw,
that's really sad. But
well, you don't,
what a
you
dedicated
don't do
actor.
stuff like
I don't know
that.
what he did wrong, but he did something. Coming up, we've got your moment of duh. That's on the way.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, courtesy of LearnWithoutLoans.com. Best-selling author Rebecca Morris apparently can't tell the difference between a Confederate flag and a Norwegian flag. Did you see this online?
I did see this.
New York Times
Ridiculous.
best-selling true crime books. Apparently, she was upset because she was saying all these people flying their Confederate flags. She emailed the Times last week to let them know about this neighbor that was, flying the Confederate flag and upsetting her. And the neighbor told reporters, "That's a Norwegian flag. It's been there since the start of the Olympics. I'm a proud Norwegian American. My parents immigrated here in the 50s. When told she had made a mistake, she said, "Are you kidding me?" Wow. Be careful before you go on a tirade about something and freak out about something, because sometimes you could be wrong. And
I sure hope she apologized.
I don't know. It doesn't say anything in here about her apologizing. She was saying, "Are you kidding me?" is what she said. So I've got a link to the story if you want to read all about it. That is our moment of duh for a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
In a world that constantly tells you you're not good enough,
12 easy ways to lose weight now.
it's easy to start believing that. I'm Amanda Johnson. I have a new perspective on the self-help genre. My book, Becoming Enough, A Heroine's Journey to the Already Perfect Self, will guide you to find your own happiness. Learn to block out the distractions of what the world thinks and learn to be happy with who you truly are. Becoming Enough. Available now on Amazon, or learn more at amandajohnson.tv.
John and Heidi.
Coming up, we've got some good news to get to, but first, take a listen to this. Apple, the Apple Corporation, the people that make those computers and phones. And,
Oh, yes, I know
and,
who Apple
what else do they make? Computers and phones and tablets and iPods and
Anyways.
iPads. And I don't remember the rest. Lots of stuff. Anyway, they're on the verge of becoming the first $1 trillion company. They just spent $5 billion building a building. Remember that? And it's got the glass walls, and people
Yeah.
keep bumping into it. Because my joke was something about Windows. I don't remember what it was,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It probably wasn't funny then, so it don't really matter. But they're on the verge of becoming the first $1 trillion company. That's a lot of dough.
That really is.
So here's the crazy thing. We, between the two of us, own 0 Apple products right now.
Correct. I have no interest.
My
honestly.
daughter,
I don't care for
our daughter, she's your daughter too. We're married. Our daughter has an Apple phone,
Right.
an iPhone, because, quote unquote, all of my friends have one and I need one. If you were parents who loved me, you would get me one. So we must love her because she's got one. We have the Samsung, so we don't have the Apple. Nothing against Apple. I just, I'm not
a fan. I just don't like the
well,
technology.
I tried using. I had an iPad for like a month and a half, and it was so weird to me. Now there's people that are so used to that. I've just never used it. So someday maybe I'll get cool and I'll learn how to use that stuff.
There you go.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm good with what I have.
Yeah,
so.
I'm good with it too. But we do have some good news coming your way, and it is awesome news. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this could be the goodest good news we've ever had, Heidi.
Goodest.
The good news.
Okay.
Our good news brought to you by Odiva, the monthly subscription for ladies monthly visitor. All the details at radiosavings.com. Here's the goodest good news of all time. Researchers say they have successfully reversed Alzheimer's in mice. How cool is that?
That's very cool, but I'm wondering how they would know
Well-
even if a mouse had Alzheimer's to reverse.
Let me explain to you how it works,
Okay,
Heidi.
please do.
Researchers from the Cleveland Clinic of Ohio say they have reversed the effects of Alzheimer's disease in the minds of mice. Should I quit reading it this way?
Yes, please.
In a report, scientists claim they've discovered the gradual depletion of an enzyme called BACE1 completely reverse the formation of amyloid plaques. I probably got none of that right. And animals' cognitive function improved from the shutting off of that one enzyme. Here's the quote from Dr. Rikang Yang. to our knowledge, this is the first observation of such a dramatic reversal of amyloid deposition in any study of Alzheimer's disease mouse models, end quote. Scientists say the successful animal trial may bring hope to using this procedure to treat humans one day. Now, for those of you who know someone who has gone through the struggles of Alzheimer's, you know this is amazing if this could work, if this is something that could be done. My grandmother had Alzheimer's. It was really hard. When I was growing up, it was really hard to see what happens to a person that's going through that. And now I've got another grandmother going through that. So happened on my dad's side, happened on my mom's side. So the odds of me having this are pretty good. And there are many days that I forget things and lose things, and I'm like, oh, no, please not this soon. I mean, give me a little more time. So I think this is really cool. I've got a link to the story if you'd like to read all the details. But and I know there's a lot of things out there that they're working on trying to come up with a cure for. It'd be awesome if everything was cured. That'd be awesome. But I really think this is one that, again, because I've had such a close connection with it myself, that I really would love to see that. And Charlie, Tuesdays with Charlie, we talk to him every Tuesday. We talked to him earlier. There's some things going on with him right now that are kind of concerning with Alzheimer's, early onset. So, again, I hope that this comes through and works out. It would be super duper awesome. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening. Again, I've got a link to that story at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.